What's up, everyone? I'm making another video. The main reason I'm making, like, these past 2 days, I've made, like, 2 videos a day. Sorry. Again, I'm still sick. But the main reason I've done this is because I had a lot of footage, and I might as well get to work, right? 2 videos a day is better than one every 2 days, and it's the weekend, so I got a lot of time to make videos. I mean, I have like homework to do, but I'll do it later. I'm a procrastinator, which is not the topic of this video. Uh, the topic of this video is something I've noticed recently, or not just recently. It's always been a thing, and it's just something I wanted to talk about. It is the noticeable lack of education when it comes, like, in normal people, like just people who don't go to the gym or like aren't in those spheres. The lack of education when it comes to fitness. Like, and this is not the like people's fault. Uh, the real reason that education when it comes to these subjects is so low is because of the amount of misinformation that is completely littered throughout the fitness industry. So fitness is an industry that profits off of misinformation, which is why the general public is almost clueless when it comes to fitness. Like, ask like your parents. They are the type, like, you ask them if you can build abs doing 30-minute circuit weird, like really intense ab exercises that, like, some shit like Athlean X. That's the type of shit he would promote. Most people would think, oh yeah, that builds abs. But the reality of it is that abs are built like any other muscle, with sufficient muscle stimulation and sufficient caloric intake and protein intake. Just like it's the same as building a bicep. It's not 30-minute ab routine to get you shredded in 3 weeks. Like, that is more appealing, right? That's more appealing to the general public, and the general public. Truth be told, the reality of fitness is not something people want to hear. The misinformation is a lot more palatable, and it's like people in the general public can stomach it more than saying something like, if you're skinny, you have to bulk and basically go on a bodybuilder type diet and training routine, or power lifter type routine if you are prioritizing weightlifting. Most people don't want to hear that. Most people say, "Oh, I just want to get toned." So weight loss is, in the fitness industry, weight loss is the most profitable thing, and it's also something with the most misinformation surrounding it, because it's so profitable. And like I said earlier, the fitness industry is an industry that profits off of misinformation. So there's so much misinformation when it comes to weight loss, so that when these people follow these bullshit, like, ab develop machines, like fucking just complete bullshit, when people follow this, like, and they don't get any results, of course, they're like, oh, what can I do? And then people are like, buy this fucking supplement. It is guaranteed to boost fat loss and promote muscle growth. And then to the general public, they'd be like, really? That sounds amazing. You know, like that's what I need to lose all this weight. And then they just keep getting sold shit that doesn't do anything. And it's just like a free money generator for these supplement companies and these fitness influencers who promote it. Because of the sheer lack of information when it comes to fitness. It's a shame. It really is a fucking shame. Like, my mom, another thing I've noticed is most people are clueless when it comes to PEDs and steroids. My mom thinks that The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, is natural. That motherfucker is juiced out of his mind, but he claims natural. And my mom was like, oh, yeah, he's natural. He's natural. He's one of the least natural people, like, of all time. Like, just one of the... He's like Mike O'Hearn level fake natty, right? Like, a fucking... And there's probably people who think Mike O'Hearn is natural. Like, they're like, oh, no, steroids, no. Because of the lack of information when it comes to that subject. It's like the fitness industry's secret. They like, to the general public, they keep steroids. They try to make it seem like steroid use is only in very certain cases and is barely ever really used, when in reality it is rampant and widespread. And it's a goddamn shame that most people think that these fake natties are natural. It's bad. It's really bad. And like, my mom is a perfect example. She thinks all these people are natural. She thinks Chris Hemsworth is natural, even though his body transformation was the least natural thing to come out of Hollywood. Like, it's just... And yeah, Hollywood actors as well. They abuse PEDs to get in shape for their roles. Mainly superheroes. Superheroes are really bad about doing that. Like, superhero roles. I mean, some of them I respect, like Henry Cavill. I don't believe he used PEDs. I think he was one of the few actually natural people who just went on a bulk. They just used lighting to make him look lean. But he was, for Superman, Man of Steel, he was completely bulked up. Like, he really was not he was not shredded at all. He grew out a bunch of hair on his chest, and they used perfect lighting to make it seem like he was lean. But he really wasn't. And I respect him for that, though. That's better than abusing PEDs and fucking promoting just completely unrealistic body standards that the general public will fall for, and they'll eat it up, and then they'll continue to get scammed. And then for people who actually get in, another byproduct of it is for people who actually start working out and getting into fitness, it's inevitable they start developing body dysmorphia. It's rampant. Body dysmorphia is the most rampant thing in the fitness industry. All the people you see who are jacked, they probably hate their bodies. Sorry. Yeah, again, I'm sick. Like me, I've worked out pretty consistently now. Sure, it's only been about a year of working out, but a year is like enough to get a base level of muscle. Like I said, I recently hit 15-inch biceps. I'm not lean at all right now. I'm pretty bulked up, like 17 to 20% body fat. But like, even well, to be fair, for me, I've always had body dysmorphia ever since I was a kid. Like, I've always had it, right? But I can't stand my body a lot of times. Like, it's bad. It really is bad. And it's rampant. Like, fitness influencers have it. I bet actors have it. Like, everyone, it seems like everybody who's in shape or is a bodybuilder, especially bodybuilders, everybody seems to have body dysmorphia, and it is the most common thing in the fitness industry. And it's just a byproduct of unrealistic body expectations and standards. Which, it's a goddamn shame, really. But, yeah, that's about it.